Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I've been maining Harpers since episode 3, Act 3 when he was released. I've enjoyed playing him despite people's lack of knowledge of the character. Since playing him for the last few months, I've found some interesting ways of using his ability to be able to improve your playstyle around his kit, which allows you to win your comp games, and I'm going to show you how, so stick around. Let's start with Harbor's E ability High Tide. It's a wall that's as big as Vipers but can curve like Phoenix. It's very versatile as you can use it for pushing into a site, retaking a site, or rotating. You can use the High Tide multiple times since it does regenerate every 40 seconds after being used. An example to use the High Tide ability on maps or when you're on ascent, since you can cover so much with the wall. If you're pushing B site, you can block vision from stairs, CT, and market, which allows you to take site quicker. If you want to push mid or rotate from there, you can cover mid tree or mid cubby, which allows you to rotate safely between sites. Another way of using Harbor's ability is isolating angles and fights, so it's easier for teammates to get kills, or if you're in a 1vx situation, since it covers so much, it allows you to isolate enemies to fight in your control. Harbor's Q ability, the Cove, is a dome-like ability like other controllers, except it has a shield that bullets can't go through but can be broken if shot multiple times. It can also be thrown like Viper's Smoke Dome too. You can throw the Cove on your feet when planting the bomb, but it can be used a different way when planting or taking/retaking a site. For example, in ascent-based site, usually people would throw the Cove on their feet, then plant. It does cover you and protect you from getting shot, but the enemy in heaven can still see most of the site and can clear it easily. Instead, I would throw the Cove in front between January and boxes so it covers most of the site. Another way is on A side. If you try to plant on boxes, I would put your Cove on the box in front of you since it covers more of the left side and part of A main, so it will be easy for you to rotate and harder for the enemy to take control of the site. The Cove can also be used to go into the site safely without getting killed by random shots in the smoke. For example, in B side and ascent, once you wall off market CT, you can throw the Cove close left on B main to go into site safely, so it will be easier to clear and plant quickly. Or in A site in heaven, when you try to enter site, you can throw the Cove on the edge of heaven to enter site to either push Jenny or hell. The last tip on Cove is that you can use it to play aggressively in the smoke without being punished, just like Calvin does with Brim hiding in a smoke with a shorty or any weapon. But with the shield effect on the Cove, it will be harder to get a refrag off since you will make it into a safe area by the time they break the shield or try to go through it. His C ability, the Cascade, which is a wave-like wall that goes forward and can go through walls. It continues till it reaches 36 meters, which it will stop and stay for 7 seconds. This ability allows you to push site with a wall in front of you that's moving forward straight and gives you enough time to check every angle before it stops. The best example of this is when you push C long in Haven. Once you wall off CT and Garage, you can use your Cascade ability when pushing C long to check tight left, back site, and logs, which allows you to get control of site faster. If an enemy decides to push through the Cascade ability, they will be given a slow effect, which will allow you to punish the enemy for pushing. Cascade can also be used to position yourself in a different angle without exposing yourself, so it's easier to kill or isolate enemies, so it becomes a 1v1 situation. This will make situations more likely to be clutchable since changing positions or angles without being seen gives you a huge advantage in gunfights. In the recent update, he was given a second Cascade. Him having a second Cascade just adds to Harbor's ability to control a round for his team in most situations. Since you will be able to use it twice in one round, you will have the ability now to have control in a map like most controllers do, since now you don't just have one ability that can be used multiple times in a round. You're able to use one in the beginning of the round when being pushed or pushing, and then use the other later if needed. If it's to fight an enemy or help a teammate reposition, you can now. This also allows you to combo your abilities more fluently now, since you can use another Cascade later in the round when needed and not have to wait for your High Tide ability to regen. Now for Harper's ultimate. This ult summons a geyser pool on the ground which moves forward slowly. If an enemy is in the pool, it will shoot a geyser which gives a concussion effect on them. They can dodge the geyser, but if they stay in the pool, it will keep shooting continuously until the ult ends. This ult helps you give info when pushing a side or retaking a side, as it tells you where enemies are at or if certain areas are clear. Since the ult covers so much of the map, it gives you more control to work with to execute your plan. It doesn't always need to be used when retaking or pushing a site. You can use it when you already have possession of the site and you know the enemies are rotating to push you. You can use it to slow them down, and if they decide to push through it, they will be punished since they have to keep moving to get concussed, which allows you to get the kills. Having info gives you a huge advantage in this game. That's why I believe Harper's ult is one of the best, since it punishes an enemy if they stand still and forces them to relocate so you have more control. Alright, that would be the end of the video, guys. If you would like a full Harper guide video, best walls on every map vid, or some pixel angles you can do with your teammates to anger the other team, please like and subscribe, as that tells me you guys enjoy these type of videos. I just started streaming on Twitch as I'm pushing for affiliates, so if you would like to talk and chill with me on stream or have any questions on my videos or anything, you can reach me there. I play multiple games, so you might see me play some Siege.
Oh,
He's grab bomb.
Twitch dead. Self down, I'm pretty sure.
You down, Church. Picking back up, picking back up. Picking back up. She's back up.
Some Val.
We wait a bit.
Phoenix is definitely. I'm gonna.
I'm
Phoenix
tall.
dead.
One generator.
Yep.
One enemy remaining.
My gosh.
Val, or even some scary games.
Makes sense.
On the ladder?
Aritos.
Hell no.
Yo, why do my settings reset?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Oh!
So go check it out, and thank you again for watching my video. I will see you guys later. Peace.